This is your CCNA part. 2 practice round, 18 real exam style questions. Here's the deal. You read each question, lock in your answer before the timer reveals it. Then I break down the exam logic so it sticks under pressure. Keep score as you go. The difficulty climbs question by question, and the ones most people miss are waiting near the end. So stick around to the finish and prove you can hold your streak. Let's get into it. Question 1 of 18. Examine the output below. The commands shown on screen. To 452 B1 or 4, be a 0D32, a 452 B1 or 4. What will be the IPv6 address of G001? If you use the IPv6 address shown on screen, we a 64 command on it. Option A. The IPv6 address shown on screen. Option B. The IPv6 address shown on screen. Option C. The IPv6 address shown on screen. Option D. The IPv6 address shown on screen. Choose the best answer before the reveal. Commit to it now. The answer is option B. Exam logic. The correct answer proves the ability to apply the EUI64 process to a MAC address. The key step is flipping the 7th bit of the first octet from 0 to 1. Question 2 of 18. Which 2.4 GHz channels should be used to avoid interference? Option A. 1, 5, 10. Option B. 2, 6, 10. Option C. 1, 6, 11. Option D. 1, 2, 3. Lock in your pick before the reveal. Trust the read. The answer is option C. Why it works. The correct answer demonstrates knowledge of standard Wi-Fi channel planning. The 3 non-overlapping channels in the 2.4 GHz band are 1, 6, and 11. Question 3 of 18. Examine the diagram below. You need to configure a new dynamic interface, which will be used to map VLAN 20 to WLAN 20. Which tab should you use to do this configuration? Option A. Wireless. Option B. WLANs. Option C. Management. Option D. Controller. Decide on the strongest option before the reveal. Stay with your gut. The answer is option D. Key cue. The correct answer identifies the location for configuring interface VLAN mappings on a WLC. The wireless and WLANs tabs are for client-related settings, not core interface configuration. Quick gut check. You are a quarter of the way in. How's your score holding up? Keep it rolling. Question 4 of 18. R1 has the following routes in its routing table. Which route will it use to forward a packet destined for the IP address shown on screen? Option A. The IP range shown on screen, statically configured. Option B. The IP range shown on screen, learned via RIP metric 5. Option C. The IP range shown on screen, learned via OSPF metric 20. Option D. The IP range shown on screen, learned via EIC metric 1234. Make the call before the reveal. Hold the line on it. The answer is option C. Behind the answer, the correct answer demonstrates understanding of the most specific prefix match rule for routing decisions. The /26 subnet is the longest match for the destination address. Question 5 of 18. VLAN 10 does not yet exist on SW1. You issue the switch port access VLAN 10 command on its G0 ORN interface. What is the result of this command? Option A. VLAN 10 is automatically created. Option B. The interface remains in the default VLAN until VLAN 10 is created. Option C. The interface is disabled until VLAN 10 is created. Option D. The command is rejected. Choose the best answer before the reveal. Commit to it now. The answer is option A. Reasoning. The switch will automatically create VLAN 10 when an interface is assigned to it. The other options describe the switch's behavior if the VLAN does not exist. Question 6 of 18. Which part of the SDN architecture consists of a virtual network of tunnels? Option A. Underlay. Option B, fabric. Option C, overlay. Option D, excellent. Lock in your pick before the reveal. Trust the read. The answer is option C. What the exam tests here. The overlay is a virtual network built on the physical underlay, often using tunnels. VXLAN is a specific tunneling protocol, not the architecture layer. Question 7 of 18. Which statement about DHCP snooping is true? Option A. It discards all DHCP client messages received on trusted ports. Option B. It discards all DHCP server messages received on trusted ports. Option C. It discards all DHCP client messages received on untrusted ports. Option D. It discards all DHCP server messages received on untrusted ports. Decide on the strongest option before the reveal. Stay with your gut. The answer is option D. Exam logic. DHCP snooping discards rogue DHCP server messages on untrusted ports. The elimination cue is that trusted ports are allowed to pass these messages. Question 8 of 18. Two servers, SRv1 and SRv2, are both configured with the IP address, the IPv6 address shown on screen. Which of the following terms best describes this type of address? Option A, multicast. Option B, anycast. Option C, unicast. Option D, modified EUI 64. Make the call before the reveal. Hold the line on it. The answer is option B. Why it works. An anycast address is assigned to multiple devices to deliver traffic to the nearest one. The trap is mistaking it for a unicast address based on its format. Halfway point. The questions step up in difficulty from here, so do not coast. This is where the exam separates people. Question 9 of 18. Which of the following commands configures a valid recursive network route? Option A, IPv6 route 2001, DB8 /64 GB Ethernet 0 by 0 the IPv6 address shown on screen. Option B, IPv6 route 2001, DB8 /64 the IPv6 address shown on screen. Option C, IPv6 route 2001, DB8 /64 the IPv6 address shown on screen. Option D, IPv6 route 2001, DB8 /128 the IPv6 address shown on screen. Choose the best answer before the reveal. Commit to it now. The answer is option C. Key cue. The correct answer proves a recursive route by specifying a next hop IP without an exit interface. The distractor trap is confusing it with a directly connected route, which uses an exit interface. Question 10 of 18. Which of the following statements about traditional and controller-based SDN networks is true? Option A, controller-based networks use a distributed control plane. Option B, traditional networks use a distributed control plane. Option C, only traditional networks use SNMP and syslog. Option D, only traditional networks use a distributed forwarding plane. Lock in your pick before the reveal. Trust the read. The answer is option B. Behind the answer, the correct answer proves that traditional networks use a distributed control plane, while controller-based uses a centralized one. The distractor trap is confusing the control plane with the data or management planes. Question 11 of 18. Which of the following commands configures a Type 9 enable secret? Option A, enable algorithm type MD5 secret CCNA 123. Option B, enable algorithm type SHA-256 secret CCNA 123. Option C, enable algorithm type script secret CCNA 123. Option D, enable algorithm type MD9 secret CCNA 123. Decide on the strongest option before the reveal. Stay with your gut. The answer is option C. Reasoning. The answer proves the command syntax for a Type 9 script-based enable secret. The distractors use the wrong algorithm type, making them invalid. Question 12 of 18. Which Catalyst Center feature uses AI to automate network troubleshooting, including root cause analysis and corrective actions? Option A, ML to shoot engine. Option B, MR engine. Option C, AI enhanced RRM. Option D, AI endpoint analytics. Make the call before the reveal. Hold the line on it. The answer is option B. What the exam tests here. The answer identifies the MR engine, the specific feature for AI-powered automated troubleshooting. The distractors are incorrect feature names or describe different functionalities. Question 13 of 18. R1 and R2 are OSPF neighbors, but they remain in the two-way state without proceeding to full. Which of the following could be the reason for this? Option A. R1 and R2's hello/dead timers do not match. Option B. R1 is a druther. Option C. R1 and R2's IP addresses are in different subnets. Option D. R1 and R2 are druthers. Choose the best answer before the reveal. Commit to it now. The answer is option D. Exam logic. The correct answer proves a specific OSPF adjacency rule. Druther routers only form full adjacencies with the DR and BDR, not each other. 3/4 done. You're in the home stretch now, so tighten your focus for the hardest run. Question 14 of 18. In which OSPF neighbor state are the DR and BDR elected? Option A, two-way. Option B, loading. Option C, Xstart. Option D, exchange. Lock in your pick before the reveal. Trust the read. The answer is option A. Why it works. The correct answer proves that DR-BDR election occurs in the two-way state after neighbors recognize each other but before full adjacency forms. States like exchange occur after election. Question 15 of 18. In which of the following situations is UDP preferred over TCP? Option A. When lost packets must be retransmitted. Option B. When it is acceptable for some packets to be lost. Option C. When port numbers must be used. Option D. When Layer 4 must provide error recovery. Decide on the strongest option before the reveal. Stay with your gut. The answer is option B. Key Q. The correct answer proves that UDP is preferred when low latency is critical and some packet loss is acceptable. The trap is choosing TCP's reliability feature, which UDP lacks. Question 16 of 18. Which of the following is used to restrict which IP addresses can manage a Cisco AirOS WLC? Option A. FlexConnect ACL. Option B. TalkHax Plus. Option C. Layer 2 ACL. Option D. CPU ACL. Make the call before the reveal. Hold the line on it. The answer is option D. Behind the answer, the correct answer identifies the specific Cisco WLC security feature for management access. FlexConnect, L2, and TalkHax Plus serve different network or authentication purposes. Final stretch. These last few are the ones most test takers get wrong, so make them count. Question 17 of 18. Which of the following ports is also known as a tagged port? Option A, routed port. Option B, SVI. Option C, access port. Option D, trunk port. Choose the best answer before the reveal. Commit to it now. The answer is option D. Reasoning. The correct answer connects the standard networking term for multi-VLAN traffic. Access ports are untagged, and SVIs and routed ports are not ports in the same context. Question 18 of 18. When BPDU filter is enabled in global config mode, on which ports is BPDU filter activated? Option A, all access ports. Option B, all port fast enabled ports. Option C, all trunk ports. Option D, all BPDU guard enabled ports. Lock in your pick before the reveal. Trust the read. The answer is option B. What the exam tests here. The correct answer describes the behavior of the spanning tree portfast BP defilter default command. This setting specifically affects portfast enabled ports, not all ports or trunk ports.